What's up everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's the Tech Artist. So in this video of programming, we are going to look at the historical development of the programming languages. You know guys, programming forms a basis of like everything that we have today, like the websites, the robots, everything. So we are going to dig deeper in the product, in their invention, their use, their development, up to the modern programming languages that we have. So guys, just keep locked in and watch the full video, and also don't forget to support me by subscribing. So let's get into the video. So guys, the online historical encyclopedia of programming languages estimates there are about 8,945 programming languages today, but according to Wikipedia, there are only about 700 programming languages that are in the market that are used. So let's look at how did they come up with these programming languages. So the first programming language was called the algorithm language of the analytical engine. If you guys know about the analytical engine, it's one of the basic and the main computers to be ever built by Charles Babbage. So it used this algorithm language, which it forms the basis of today's programming languages. And also, looking at the algorithm, there came to be about a list of developed programming languages that we use up to today. So we are going to start with the first programming language, which was the assembly language. The assembly language was made in about around 1947, and this is if you take a good look, this was immediately after the Second World War. That is after 1945. That's when scientists had enough time and also had the resources. And remember, these developing countries, mostly in the European countries, were trying to get together by itself. So it was built in 1947. That's the first assembly language by a woman. Like, this is different. Like, a woman created this programming language, that is Catherine Booth. And without wasting time, let's go to the next, the Fortran. Most of you guys have had this programming language, Fortran. It's actually in the second generation of programming languages. So Fortran, it's an abbreviation, by the way, guys. It's which relates to formula translation. That is the meaning. It was created in 1957, and you're going to notice this a lot, that it actually takes a little bit of time to move from one programming language to the other. And you're going to notice that Fortran came to solve the problems which were associated with the first programming languages, that is the assembly. That it was more easy to use, and it was also fast. It was invented in America, that is in 1957, by a man known as John Backus. John Backus. He was a mathematics teacher and a computer science professor, so he did a quite good job. So we are going to the next programming language, COBOL. You know, guys, all these programming languages, all matters that we don't use them in the present, but they're actually the basis of the present programming languages. So the COBOL, which meant Common Business Language, was invented in 1959 by a woman again, called Grace Hopper. Grace Hopper invented the common business language. As I was saying, during the time of the building of the common business language, the COBOL, it was used to solve the problem of Fortran. Remember, Fortran had been used for only 2 years, and it was was very unique, but it was very hard in translation. But COBOL, the common business language, was used, and it worked perfectly. So moving to the next, that is after 4 years, in 1963, a man known as John Kemi created the BASIC. There were actually 2 guys who created the BASIC language, that is John Kemi and Thomas Kultz. We all know about BASIC, so I won't dig deeper into that. So in the 1972, after 9 years, guys, there came the C language. Like, everybody knows about the C language. It was used to, this C language, if you don't know about it, it is the language used to create Unix, SQL. That is the structured query language. Moving on forward, in 1983, now there came the production of the C++. Everybody knows about C++, and it was created by a man known as Jaren Stroup. Okay, a very very complex word, but C++, everybody knows about it. It was more advanced, and it was fast and was easy to use. And in 1991, there was this is a little bit out of the generation of the creating of the programming languages. There was a person known as Fedor van Rossum created the first version of the Python. Like Python, one of the most famous programming languages here in the world. And after the Python, that is in 1991. After 1991, now we have one of the new programming languages that now we all use. That is the Visual Basic, an improvement of the BASIC language, which was created in 1963 by Johnny Kimmel and Thomas Katz. And the R language, the Java, and the PHP, and also the Java was advanced to JavaScript. So guys, if you look closely, these programming language went through a process so that they could be made into the easier programming language that we use today. So guys, thank you for tuning in to my YouTube video again, and don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and we're going to be talking about more of these programming languages in the videos that I make. Like last time we looked at the video about this 6-axis articulated arm, and it also uses programming languages, but coding it is actually very simple because it's just a machine. But you're going to notice that programming things like apps and websites is actually very difficult. So guys, thank you for watching this video. If you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing, and I'm gonna see you next time.